Well, we said this heat needed someone to fire it up. We've had that there. Also got the black heat now in the water. Connor O'Leary takes on Nat Young, the two goofies, the power surfers. And we should have something of a busier lineup now. Of course, priority will be with our heat of Abelli and Munoz. And O'Leary and Nat Young will just try and snaffle something, and they'll probably keep a little bit of physical distance, just kind of stay out of trouble, Strider. When you don't have priority, you see an opportunity come through. Why not have a swing? Here's Nat Young, live action off the bottom. And he plants his turn and just whips in the pocket. Nice knife on the backhand. That board looked loose and in control. So advantage from the opening exchange in the non-priority heat. The black heat will be with Nat Young.
Nat off the bottom, you know, he's sets up a quick whip right there, but the vertical surfing in the lip line. Here's away from Nat Young on the backhand. He's, you know, throwing it around and trying to create something out of a smaller wave and stack up those numbers, but his timing once again and really kind of placing the board in a perfect spot to really explode that lip line. Yeah, those are great numbers, especially when you know you're gonna have full priority soon.
All right, here goes Connor O'Leary, and that one pinches. He manages to come out, just widens the stance, and then engages the rail for a big hack.
Clean water out there on 100% of the wave. And if you do get one, you're very fortunate. So as you can see, did the turn, and he came onto that white watery part because that was a wave from before that came across. But he does well to slow himself down. You know, he puts himself in a great position to get tubed. Pushing through right there is, again, using the force, understanding that you've got momentum and just all you do right there.
Yeah, and the other cool thing about this venue is just how close these surfers and these waves are to our crowd, so they can really appreciate that technical aspect, that risk. Here's Connor O'Leary, a quick in and out from him. We'll see a bit of that when waves come through the non-priority heat. They can afford just to spin and go. So Nat Young building up a bit of a head of steam in the non-priority heat, heat 2 of our round of 32. And here he is, live action, nice looking left, pulls in the high line. And he tries to poke out and can't quite do it. He came close to the exit there, got crunched.
Now he's going to get crunched by the next one, too. Look at this.
Here goes Connor O'Leary, dealing with a real double up, sort of sucking out right-hander, and hits the lip really hard and bangs it again. So O'Leary going to the inside tools, really, and finding a way for a couple of backhand hangers.
This is just the double T right here. Timing and technique. Absolutely impeccable, right? He arrives right when he needs to and then does his turn.
Surfing with the whip through his board, which always looks super impressive. Here's Nat Young live, and he'll go off the bottom hard, bang, attacks the lip, and just slightly overdoes it in terms of his landing. Can't get the recovery done at the bottom of the wave. We talked about how hard he attacked it on the back end, maybe a little too keen there.
If I was, he said he was having fun. This actually was a sick driving tube from Nat Young right there. And on the end, you saw that water coming up the face and didn't let him have the exit. But look at how cupped out that wave is, slapping on the sandbar. It was super fast. And you see him pop out the back? That was a really cool exit. It kind of laughs at you, but this first turn is lethal. I mean, just so much power in that, you know, event, right?
Let's hope we get plenty of opportunities to see Kelly show what he can do. Here's Connor O'Leary, side slips the takeoff into the tube. He's covering distance, comes out clean and hammers an oncoming section. There's the fist pump, O'Leary.
Yeah, you saw that. I like it. Ooh, wow. It was just technique, grabbing the wall, you know, finding the line. He kind of manufactured and bubbled the barrel for himself and then come out and just timed into the corner.
4 minutes and 40 to go in that encounter. On the other side, it's been pretty quiet from Ewing. Haven't seen anything of him. Here's Connor again from under priority of Nat, and he'll go with a big air. And he likes it, and I tell you what, his confidence is up, and he is loving this strider.
Oh, the look over the shoulder at the beach, like, what now? Yeah, this is just the technique. He identifies the air section, and you can see him looking at it, and goes for the slob grab, just a quick one, taps the rail, little technique of holding, and then makes it, just levels out the board in the air, identifies the landing, and really just sticks it. And that kind of surfing in these kind of conditions.
Big barrels spitting people down the beach, blowing surfers up on takeoff, and then in between ones, little innocuous looking corners. Great ramps for big aerial surf, and he'll get a number. Let's see if it improves on his backup. Meanwhile, Nat Young, a big wave, and he's way deep.
Did a great job. Congratulations, Nat, to the drawing board. And, well, Connor.
Connor gets the win. Decent total, 12.27 for him. Nat Young will bow out of competition.